Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading. And yes, it's been a day of drama with the royals. Finally, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet Diana of Sussex have been acknowledged on the royal website. The line of succession has been amended to reflect the titles that these two children now bear. And Meghan papped out today looking very smug, gloating in an all-black outfit, except for some rather dirty-looking off-white mules. Those giant feet are stuffed into the mules, somewhat sideshow Bobby kind of a look. And that's why we have, in my opinion, of course, only my opinion, my ignorant opinion, that is why we have the Shadowland Tarot on the tarot table for this reading, because we're in sideshow Bob territory now, in my opinion. It's become cartoon, it's become farce. Many people on the platforms that discuss the royal families, watch the royal family, many people are very upset, feel that the royals have displayed tremendous weakness, that the Harkles are now victorious over them. Not really the way I see it, in my opinion. The Harkles didn't get an apology, they've lost Frogmore Cottage, they've been roundly mocked all around in the media in America. They didn't get a royal christening. They had to have one in the back garden with the Bishop of LA and a choir and dancing. Not exactly royal. And then we have those bizarre names that the children have, and so it's all a bit trashy right now, in my opinion. And of course it is just my opinion, tarot reading for entertainment purposes, all my opinion, all speculation, all energy. Read on the royals because they are archetypal. And we can learn from archetypes, as Meghan herself has told us. And disclaimer in the box below. And what I'm doing now is I'm going to do a reading, a compare and contrast. Harkles on the left, royal family on the right. And we're going to see who's winning in this battle that is going on right now. But it does feel like a battle between light and dark, in my opinion. But we're going to have a look and see. A lot of people complaining King Charles is coming across as very weak, and Meghan Markle is triumphing over him. Other people saying it just makes the Harkles look desperate and pathetic and hypocritical. I tend to be in the desperate and hypocritical side of things, trying to stay neutral for this reading. Compare and contrast Harkles, their royal family here. Underlying energy, we've got the Page of Swords. This is news and communication, but it's strategic. We're dealing with a strategic game that's being played here. Take the cards, the rest of the cards out the way. We are not necessarily seeing all that is to be seen in this situation. It's a game of cat and mouse, I would say, with that Page of Swords. At the moment, there she is, with her hair extensions and her shoes, her giant shoes, and the sword is upright, and she's feeling victorious. She has stolen the thunder. She's pulled a fast one on the royals, in my opinion. Well, not much is my opinion, everyone's opinion. From the headlines, from the smirk, from the gloating out at some fancy vegan restaurant with friends who looked like they were hired help. Backward there, waiting as ever for her, beaming with delight. The sword that went to Snickers snack. So that's the underlying energy of this. But is it going to be a long-lasting, gloating feeling, or is something coming down the pike? My reading yesterday, I saw a High Priestess as the outcome. I want to know, is the outcome of this reading, if there's going to be something rather strange that happens in the future that upsets the apple cart somewhat for Meghan Markle. But we'll get to that. The situation right now, that's the underlying energy. Where are we? We're at the seven of Pentacles, and that is looking at what you have accomplished in a quite a gleeful and gloating way. Taking stock. Oh yes, I've got all these pentacles. I've got the titles. I've got Diana's watch. I've got that aquamarine ring, really. It was a reading I was going to do a long time ago, never got round to. I've got the Prince. I'm royal in America. I've got Tyler Perry to be godfather. He's going to keep us in the lap of luxury forever. This is me being snarky and speculating. It's taking stock. Ooh, so much. Let me go and count all the things that I have gained now. So Meghan's energy, very powerful in this reading right now. How is she feeling? truly feeling? Is this as good as it gets? King of Pentacles. Oh yeah, this is as good as it gets for her. This is a big deal. Very, very satisfied. She feels like she's boss, because the King of Pentacles is boss energy. I boss them around. I'm secure for life now. I've made it. I've got goals. All my goals have been accomplished. That vision board, that wish list, whatever she's been trying to manifest, all done. Tyler Perry flew in his private jet, got the Bishop of LA to drive out to our house, and there we go. Now I'm king of the castle. I'm King of Pentacles, and you peasants down there bow. My daughter is a princess, and I too am Princess Megan. Yeah. How the royals feeling right now. And very sad. 8 of Cups. Wanting to walk away from this, wanting to leave it behind. And it's just all... It's miserable. We saw William and Catherine out yesterday at a mosque, and I'm going to read on them next and how they're doing. They looked pretty grim, but of course they were listening to terrible tales about the earthquake in Turkey and Syria, so no surprise there. But they're just distressed. They're upset. They would like to just put this behind them and move on from this. I suspect they've been waiting for this drama to unfold for quite a long time, and now it's happened, and we're drained and exhausted. This poor person has all these poisonous things in these cups, and walking away is in a skeletal state. No energy, no life force in that skeleton, just exhausted. That's particularly King Charles. This has been terribly upsetting and in fact harrowing for him. I know people say it makes him look weak, but what else could he do? If he took the titles away, racist. We see all shouty, not Shola, that Ngozi Fulani has been out and about, winding everyone up again in this same news cycle, which I don't think is coincidental, and the Royal Grift has done quite an interesting dig around on that particular woman and why she might be out and about right now. Yeah, trouble there, smug there. How does the public perceive all this? How does the public perceive Harry and Meghan, in particular Meghan? Hypocrites, or do they think they're, well, victory? They see this as a signal victory. Absolute triumph for the Harkles. Got those titles. So yeah, public sees it as a victory for Meghan and Harry over the racist royals, bullied them into submission, announced, proclaimed in People magazine that from henceforth Lily and Archie would be prince and princess, or Archie and Lily would be prince and princess. It's a victory. It's also an ego card, the Six of Wands, a bit of a show-off energy in it for me as a tarot reader, reading energy, reading tarot cards. How do they view the royal family right now, and in particular King Charles? Weak, pathetic, overruled, overridden. We got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. It's the card of sharing and being generous and kind when it's upright, and in reverse it's taking too much or giving too much, or almost being robbed of something. It is a weakness, the Six of Pentacles in reverse. They might see him as having been very mean, stingy with the Harkles, and not giving them what they deserved. The birthright, the children's birthright. There's been a lot of trumpeting about birthright in the last 24 hours. But also, at one level, being mean and stingy and not giving what should have been the Harkles rightfully from the beginning, from when Charles acceded to the throne. Also, you know, basically having a lot taken from him. You know, give a hand, have the arm taken, that kind of energy. And if you've heard a little peep in the background, that means our lights are back on and our electricity is back on after a period of load shedding today. But yeah, the Royals, grim energy here, Meghan's energy right now, and we're looking at right now. is very gleeful, very triumphant, and people see that. So it's not a terrible card, the Six of Pentacles, but it's like, really, when are you going to stop this? When are you going to stop giving too much? Remember, our situation down here is a Seven of Pentacles, is who's got what, and counting and taking stock. And here comes the noise, the daily noise. Very unfortunate for me at the moment. It seems like the daily noise might go on for weeks and weeks at precisely this time. But anyway, on we plod. Now we're going into future. Is it all up and away for the Harkles now, or is there going to be some down? And same with the Royals. Is it all downhill from now for the Royals, or is it going to even out at some stage? What's next? What's next is the Sun. A lot of triumph, a lot of gloating, a lot of glee, a lot of happiness, a lot of optimism. A lot of optimism. So they're in a bit of a sweet spot. And I saw this when I did Year Aheads for Harry and Meghan. I saw up and down, up and down, up and down. And I can remember saying that in the readings, particularly in terms of their marriage, in terms of their relationship. But generally in terms of the year, it was going to have good moments and it was going to have bad moments. We're in a good moment for the Harkles. How's it going to go for the Royals? Up or down? And with Seven of Cups, having a think. It's not this gleeful, triumphant Leo energy that we've got on the Harkles side. It's contemplating. What should we do? Looking at possibilities, looking at options, looking at ways forward. How do we deal with this? We want to leave the past behind. We want to leave this difficult situation behind. We are looking weak. We have given too much. We've at some level been robbed, really, with that Six of Pentacles in reverse. How do we proceed from here? A bit deluded. This is Charles energy that's coming through. I don't think it's William energy that's coming through. A bit of wishful thinking here. A bit of, well, I can still be king. I can still control them. I can still do what I want to do. But he's dealing with a very powerful force, the Sun. Very, very powerful. Very keen on self-promotion. Very keen on publicity. Very keen on just absorbing, taking, burning, scorching, doing whatever is needed to have that glory, that power and that glory of the Sun. Very, very difficult to deal with that kind of energy if you're a rather vague, kind of sensitive soul, but dreamy. Is something going to change the dynamic, the outcome? We're dealing with all good there and not good here. Is something going to come along and change this dynamic that is unforeseen from this side, from the Harkle side? Is something coming along? Yeah, it looks like it could be King of Swords. But that's the King of Swords in reverse. The King of Swords is the executioner, is the lawyer, is the strategist, is the plotter and planner. Somebody who might have got something quite savage in store somewhere along the line. And I think this is fairly typical energy. This is all out there. Look at me. I've won. I'm so happy. And here I look weak. I look dreamy. I look watery. I look like a complete pushover, old fool. And then, whoops, something comes along that you don't expect, like the Frogmore situation. I think for all this vagueness over here and weakness and dreaminess, and sadness, there is something. King of Swords in reverse is a dangerous energy. It's behind the scenes sword that could be cutting in the background, cutting something. I'm not getting clarity on what. But our little Page of Swords here, who thinks she's pulled a fast one on the royal family, and it looks like that right now. It looks like it from the energy that's going on, and in the future energy as well, in the up or down energy, following on from here. But outcome, King of Swords in reverse. That's not King Charles being overcome and rendered sort of impotent. to me, not the energy that's coming from that card for me as a reader. That is ruthlessness, but it's something that's going on behind the scenes. That sword that might be cutting out somewhere. Something's going on. Something's going on with experts, with strategists, with wise people, with people who are pretty ruthless and cold-blooded. And I don't care about hurting other people and don't care what they look like in the public eye. So I don't think it's all locked down and it's all going to go Megan's way. But right now, it sure looks like it. So small comfort in this reading. But this is what the cards wanted to say today. So thanks for watching. I'm going to get on with William and Catherine next.